Hey there, I've got a question for you. How do you create inspired teams? How do you create inspired teams? I believe that to create an inspired team, you need to have a framework, a people framework in place that actually helps you in creating that. My name is Jess from Jess Dolberg Coaching, and I have created a people framework based on my 17 plus years of experience in corporate HR management. And first step framework, which consists of the 4 C's. The first C is culture. It's the who, the persona of the business that needs to be developed. The second C is clarity. It's the what. What is it that we're going to be doing and providing a clear path forward. The third C is create. That's the how. If we're going to move the business forward, then how are we going to do that? And how do we develop our people towards that? And the third C is celebrate, and that's the celebrating the why. Our business grows and we sell our product not based on what we do, but why we do it. That's what sells. And so we've got to celebrate and remember our why. Now, what's the first step that we take then in creating inspired teams? We start with culture, always starting with the culture. And so what's the first step? So the first step is always developing you. Developing ourselves as leaders and entrepreneurs is always going to be the first step if we're wanting to create the best possible culture. The second step is to actually ask the team to identify what the culture is. Now, this might sound counterintuitive. I mean, I'm the founder and leader. I'm the one creating the culture, and yes, you are. But we first need to understand from the team, what do they believe the culture is? And help them do that. So how do we do that? Well, step number 3 is to actually use imagery to help them identify what the culture is. And you're giving them 2 questions. And the 2 questions are to describe through the images what they love about working for you and with a team. The other question is, what is it that drains them in coming to work? Those 2 questions need to be answered through the imagery that you are using to help them describe what that is. And then the 4th step is to, once you know that and once they know that, is that how do you amplify the stuff that they love? What is it that they love about coming to work in terms of the behaviors, in terms of how we're interacting together? Because culture is created in the interaction between people. And that's the behaviors. It's how we feel when we're interacting with each other. So what are the behaviors that is going to amplify that is what you're wanting to really understand. And those are the 4 steps. Now, I was working with a team, a tech team, a number of years ago, and it was a business that was growing. And I found that with a team, they were doing really great. They're very talented people. But there was, as the business was growing, there was frustration and a lack of communication and misunderstandings happening all the time. And it was slowing the team down. So I ran this workshop with them to take them through these 4 steps. And we found through actually giving these people images to describe what the culture was and giving them a language as to what it was, that all of a sudden they were getting to know each other in a whole new way. They'd been working together for years and they'd been creating some amazing stuff. But now all of a sudden they were communicating with each other in a whole different way with a whole different language that was actually helping them in operating better together. And so that's why culture really is the foundation for us building inspired teams. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If you have a team and you would like them to be more inspired, then please send me a message and I'm happy to chat. Hopefully this was helpful and I'll talk to you soon.